Hi, lovelies. I greet you on a full moon evening. So, I wanted to postpone the starseed reading because Rebecca Campbell is coming out with her new deck in March, and you can't really have a starseed reading without Rebecca Campbell's work. So, I needed to find a reading in the interim to share with you guys, and there just seems to be so much hype and excitement around this full moon tonight that I just wanted to really pick right up on that energy and help you guys guide through your manifestations the best way I can. So this is a full moon reading for the month of January, and I'm excited about it. I know a lot of you guys have already done your rituals and like all that exciting jazz, but if you're looking for a little extra guidance, I'm here to offer it. Late night talk show with Victoria. Okay, so let's talk about the energy that we're bringing to the table tonight. I have two tarot cards to represent that. Wrong ones. Just kidding. That's the back. That's the very end of the reading. Spoiler alert. I have these two here. We have the Chariot, which is Major Arcana, and the Page of Wands. Okay? This is the energy of moving forwards, manifesting a new start, or pressing onwards. I know some of you have gone through some hard times lately and you're really ready for a new cycle, while others of you are drained from this last cycle and are ready to embark on your own independent journey. Whichever the case, know that this reading is for you. Anyone can manifest on the full moon, especially when it's a full moon about ancestors. And what I want you to know is your ancestors are listening. Every time you pray, every time you think of them, they are there for you and they hear those quiet prayers. So moving on, let's get into the tarot. So I pulled today's tarot from the White Sage Tarot. And to start, we have the Two of Swords, and I'll show you guys up close. Two of Swords, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands. So we have double sixes right here, 66. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Lots of Pentacle cards, guys. That's great for manifestation. So let's talk about what I think this means. I see the Two of Swords here, and it's like you're kind of undecided as to whether or not you should proceed forward with the current idea you have. And Spirit is saying yes. It is time. It's the right time to manifest, and it's also time to move forward with your manifestations. The Page of Pentacles is your idea or your manifestation, followed by the Ten of Cups. And a lot of you are manifesting what is a happy family, a reunited family perhaps, or a new member of a family. But it's definitely a family-centered energy that you're manifesting towards. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles. This is about your manifestations coming in rather quickly, followed by the Six of Cups, which talks about the past. And then we have the Six of Wands, which is about kind of public recognition. What I think is happening here with the Six of Cups and the Six of Wands is our past is keeping us from shining in the present, right? We have a light to shine, and for some reason we're dimming to fit in. And then we have the Three of Pentacles here. This is about utilizing teamwork. I feel like a moon ritual is done best as a team, but anything is better than nothing. So I encourage you to go outside at least once tonight, if you haven't already, and say a prayer to the moon and ask for the empowerment to carry out your manifestations and for the guidance and the support of Spirit. So next we have 5 Sultry oracles, and these kind of give us the theme of what we're talking about. First we have Earth. You guys need to get grounded. It feels like a lot is up in the air energetically. We're operating a lot through our crown chakra, and we want to bring that energy spiraling downwards into our root chakra. There is a need to reconnect with nature here. And we have the word change. I love how the tree is streaked with these changes coming in. Know that change is on the horizon, and I do believe it's change for the better. Change can be uncomfortable, but it's a necessary process of life. We have expansion. As I mentioned before, some of you might be growing your families, while others are expanding their spiritual connection to their ancestors. Expansion is kind of one of my big words right now. I'm really big into expanding my knowledge, and I feel like a lot of you are doing that with your spirituality right now. And we have the Sultry Oracle possibilities. Spirit is saying you are not limited to one trajectory. There are many possibilities that can come from this manifestation, and they're all good. As long as you're working towards something to better your own life and enrich others, the universe will not stop you. They will only reinforce that for you. And then we have risk. And I love seeing this because anytime we try something new, we're taking a risk. And I know it's nice and comfortable in that comfort zone, but we can't really achieve anything without taking a risk. For example, I'm taking a risk right now. I'm an introvert. It's hard for me to make these videos, but why do I do it? Because I know it'll A, help the collective, and B, help me grow out of my comfort zone. And that is what Spirit is encouraging you to do right now. So I'm gonna take a sip of my water. And I really like this deck, by the way. I got it, it's an Etsy deck. It's called Sultry Oracles, but I got it from a person in Hawaii, and I always think of it as a Hawaiian deck ever since then. Okay, so it's not a Victoria reading without Starseed Oracles, anything Rebecca Campbell, you know I have it. First we have You Got the Love, Hadrian energy, codependency, and boundaries. Okay, a lot of you are in a lot of true love situations where there is love existing, but it's conditional love. And that's the problem. There's a lack of boundaries and there's a codependency problem. What Spirit wants you to know is just because you have true love does not mean it's healthy love. And they want you to work on finding the balance between what is healthy and what is unhealthy in your loving relationships with family members or romantic partners or friends, whoever you consider your soul tribe to be. Next, we have the word called, soul gifts and training. It's time to step up. This is an encouragement from Spirit to level your game up. Whatever you're manifesting, it's time to ask for bigger and better. And that's where this keyword expansion comes in. Remember, we have the Chariot, which is big energy. This is about moving on from something and following our idea into a manifestation, family-centered. And remember, you're not going to get anywhere without a risk. Next, we have double mission. Lightworkers, starseeds, serve the world by being you. You have two missions in this life. One is to survive. It's that simple. And the other one is your starseed mission. I feel like many of you identify as starseeds, and you are here as a light worker in disguise. You are here to uplift humanity. Having spent so many luxurious lives on other planets and in other realms, you've come to Earth and you realize how dense and kind of crappy it can be, and you're here to show others the way. Know that you carry that torch and that light within you. And we have forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Absolutely. This is about not needing a guide map, but knowing intuitively through your heart's desires what you need to do to get the job done. Forge, don't follow. Be a trailblazer. All right. And from the Work Your Light deck, I have the Void. Actually, this is still from Starseed Oracles. Sorry. This card is here to let you know that it's okay to be alone for some time. Sometimes it takes periods of darkness in order to appreciate the periods of light. And while you're manifesting these goals you have for not only family, but ancestral connections, know that there's going to be a time period where you might not receive signs or you might not feel like things are working. But this is when we need to trust the universe and understand that as my friend Brittany mentioned to me tonight, anything in this universe that is meant for you will not pass you by. I promise. Okay, from Work Your Light deck, now we can say that. We have Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yeah. This is about finding the power that you hold inside yourself and using it as a tool to bring this double mission into fruition. What's the easiest way to help someone? It's to teach them how to do something, right? What is that saying? It won't come to me right now, but like, you can give a man something, but you can teach a man something, then he can have his own thing. I said that really poorly, but you guys get what I'm getting at. A lot of you come to me as highly sensitives, empaths, starseeds, and you've been broken by relationships, either with family or romantic partners, and realize there's a beauty in the breakdown. There always is. And that you can turn around and teach people to get out of those same situations. And that is the gift of a life lesson. Okay, next we have Anna, grandmother of Jesus, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Yeah, Spirit is saying know that there's a divine plan in place. You don't have to worry so much. All that stress you're feeling, like, oh, is my manifestation going to work? Let the universe take over, surrender it. Remember that there is a divine plan, and what you're doing is laying the foundations. And I feel like several of you are also wanting to manifest closer relationships with your spirit guides. Know that those are sometimes ancestral as well. So it's kind of a combination of the two. When we talk about spirit guides, we have our cosmic guides and our ancestral guides. And I know today is a powerful day to reach out to ancestors, and I encourage you to do so. These trees remind me of family lines. Like, I'm just really drawn to how they look like roots as well. And remember, when we are feeling up in the air about things, we have our ancestors to draw us back down to earth, which we had that card Earth. And we have our ancestors who are rooted in the ground to show us what stability and grounding really looks like. Next, we have align your life. What is not aligned or needs to change? Okay. Anything that's blocking you from your manifestation needs to go. I'm trying to think of an example. Okay, no, I don't want to use that example. Okay, I can use my own life here. Let me think about this. So I am on a self-imposed crystal buying ban right now because I found myself getting addicted to like the collecting process, and like I was getting more and more into it, and it kind of got out of control. And even though crystals are amazing, I found out that it wasn't in alignment with me at this time, right? It had kind of become a monster of its own. So I'm on a 3-month crystal ban. Apply this to your entire life. What is not working for you right now? Remove it, get rid of it, move on. Seriously, because the quicker you fall into alignment, the quicker you're gonna get on this chariot and move forward to your manifestations. Next, we have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Okay, there's that saying about the oxygen mask, like you have to put it on yourself before helping others. And I hear all the mothers saying, yeah, right now. Because we all know we would put it on our child first. But the point is, you cannot help others until you help yourself. And self-care can be as simple as getting enough sleep. It can be taking showers every day, brushing your teeth, or it can be as fantastical as going and getting your nails and hair did. Self-care is whatever it means to you, and know that that's a personal thing and it's different for everyone. Okay, so we're going to move into some of the more complex cards now, where they have some book definitions. And we'll start with, interestingly enough, that this came out tonight, number 10, ritual, which is sweet corn. I know some of you did rituals tonight, and I'm really proud of you. I need to go out there and do mine. I did post in the group a manifestation affirmation for stronger ancestral ties. And you guys can find that posted tonight. If you scroll down a little bit, I'm sure. And the oracle meaning of this card ritual says, though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. Beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile. Pursuing a deeper connection with another is being forged, perhaps without you even realizing it. Be careful of secrets and confidential knowledge that may cause harm. Okay, yeah. I will say this, being one that works with the dead, they don't really necessarily like when you open their closet full of skeletons, because they're not there to defend themselves. And that's the one thing I would caution as you dig deeper into these ancestral relationships, is to let it be on their terms. After all, it's extremely hard for spirit to reach our dense planet and communicate, and they must put a lot of effort into those lowering of vibrations in order to reach us. That's why it's easier to have spirit downloads in your dreams, because your vibration is already at a frequency that they can meet much easier. So try not to make demands of your ancestors. Try not to bury up their skeletons, but try to work with them and treat them as you would a friend. And I promise you, they love you and they only want to see you succeed. And they're never ashamed of you, by the way. They feel nothing but pride, and all of those things that were left unsaid, they hear them and are able to process them on the other side. And really all that's left after that is love. So know that your ritual is full of love. Okay, so moving on, we have for our stone oracle, golden topaz. It says, I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. Yes, it is so important to have a little bit of a plan. I'm not saying you have to have it all mapped out, but know which direction you're going. You don't want to go aimlessly about it. That's such an Aries thing. I'm an Aries. I've kind of had to learn that life requires a bit of planning. And then the back is solar plexus chakra energy, and this is about our self-esteem. And it says, visualize life purpose, amplify joy and bliss, improve ability to speak up, cultivate ease, process all that is happening around and within. I find it interesting we have the word cultivate here with corn, because corn has to be cultivated. Even the simplest of vegetables has to be cultivated, right? And that includes like a ritual, like which requires planning, and do so with ease. Know that if you're doing something right, it won't feel hard. It'll feel more like fun. Okay, and then from Moonology, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. This can mean one or two things for you guys. Either this past month has been an extremely difficult cycle for you, or you're headed into a difficult cycle that'll last for nearly a year, 11 months from this point on. What I want you to focus on is that it says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So you don't have to worry, am I going to make it through it? I can't handle anything else. I'm tired. I'm stressed. I'm weary. I need my ancestors to help. What Spirit is saying, you're going to reach the other side of this. Just be strong and call upon your ancestors for help. They do show up. Sometimes you need a channel like me to relay the messages, but they do show up for you. And Corby Cavett, your mom just popped into my head. She's with you. Okay, so next we have your angel message, and it has a stone on the back. It's the angel of loving relationships. It says, I love myself and I enjoy my own company. I am grateful for my friends and other people of importance to me, and I enjoy spending time with them. My heart is open and I encourage romance in my life. Ooh, so some of you are manifesting a romantic relationship. Kudos to you. But Spirit, of course, there's a reason why they want to talk about this. On the back, we have rose quartz, which we all know is kind of about self-love, and it says, are you ready for a new relationship? Do you wish to improve a relationship you are in? Begin by romancing yourself. You are worthy of a deep, fulfilling relationship. Love yourself as you wish to be loved. Cultivate your friendships and be open to romance. Okay, this goes back to this deep replenishment card where we talked about self-care starts with you first. You cannot care for anyone until you take care of yourself first. And Spirit is saying before you can love even more people and bring more people into and manifest more people in your circle, you have to love yourself. And rose quartz can help with that. I designed rose quartz necklaces, just throwing that out there. Okay, from the Law of Attraction deck, and this is a beautiful card, we have the words no doubt. This is my favorite card in this entire deck. It is so powerful. It says, I will eventually achieve success because I don't allow myself to doubt. Right. We are our thoughts. What we focus on is what we become. So if we focus on achieving our manifestations and our goals, achieving those ancestral connections and more active spirit guides, if we believe it, we will receive it. Have no doubt. You're more powerful than you realize. Okay, and right along with self-limiting beliefs and things that can get in the way of your manifestations, we have worth. This is so key, you guys. You have to have self-worth. It says, you have been worthy to belong to love all along without any need to improve. In fact, you are love itself. Know that we are all loving beings. Yeah, sometimes we have ugly emotions or ugly crying days or days when we aren't the nicest, but humans are loving beings. And you are worthy of reciprocating love just as much as you give out. I like that there's a tiger on that card because, like, a tiger doesn't question their self-worth. They're just a badass tiger, right? And that's how we should all be. We should have no doubt and know our worth. Hey, we're called the Tiger&Lotus Psychic Circle, right? So feel that power of the tiger within you. And interestingly enough, for our spirit animal, we have the Pueo. Ooh, Hawaiian owl. So interesting because I brought up that the Sultry oracles were from Hawaii. Maybe some of you guys are manifesting a trip to Hawaii, in which case, please invite me. It says, your ancestral spirit guides are offering you guidance now, so pay close attention to signs and omens from them. If you feel like it's a sign, it's a sign. I know, like, I've even seen one of my moderators post, I was waiting on a signier sign. If you feel like it's a sign, know that it is. Your intuition is simply checking the box that yes, this was brought to you by your spirit guides or your ancestors, and they want you to know something. I was driving down the road the other day and I saw out the corner of my eye a rainbow. And that's always a sign for me from my cousin, Anna, and I just knew she was with me in that moment. Know that you can, I like that word cultivate here. Know that you can cultivate your own signs. For example, at the swimming pool this summer, I was just staring up at the birds, and when they would fly left to right, I'm like, okay, Spirit, that's a yes answer. And when they would fly right to left, I'm like, that's a no answer. And I would told my spirit guides I wanted them to use that technique for me when giving me signs and omens, and sure enough, it works. Know that you can create what signs you want to see, and just tell your spirit guides, they're there to listen. Okay. So from the Bird Messages Oracle, I know you guys think this Oracle deck is weird, but I really enjoy it. The Bird Messages Oracle, we have the Blue Mannequin. Patience brings rewards. Okay. Manifestation is not for the faint of heart. Part of our era of humanity, you see a lot of rush, and the need for instant gratification, and that's just not how manifestation works. manifestation is about believing in a miracle and almost like planting a tiny seed of hope and praying over it that it will one day grow into a beautiful perennial garden. And that takes patience. I feel like if you garden, you know patience. I'm gonna read you the extended message on the blue mannequin. Let me turn to that page. And I'm just gonna read you guys part of it because this book goes very in depth. It says, if Mannequin has whirled into your cards, he counsels that if, like his supporting actor, you are playing the eternal second fiddle, the uncomplaining PA, or the long-suffering apprentice, that you be patient. For his assistant, if he continues to faithfully perform his duties, will, in fullness of time, inherit the stage and claim his prize, as will yours. Yeah, okay. Also, I feel like there's a double message here of uplift others in the process of fulfilling your own dreams and goals, because the universe does reward good behavior, and when we take people with us on journeys onwards and upwards, we're really elevating and uplifting humanity, and that is the goal as a starseed on this planet. If you get one thing right, help someone else. Okay. All right, next we have Gaia, Earth connection. So interesting, I think, because this card actually says Earth, right? Yeah. So we have Gaia, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. I do feel like there is a lot of energy up in like spirit land today. People wanting to reach through and connect to ancestors, and that's all really good. But realize that you are a living, sentient being at the end of the day, and come back to Earth and stay grounded. If you float away with your manifestations, you can't be there to protect them. And manifestations are sacred. All right, I'm going to read you the extended message there. Don't look at your cards. No spoiler alerts. And for Gaia, it says, you are blessed to receive this Great Mother card today because it shows that Earth itself, through the image of Gaia, is protecting your path. You are a strong, focused, and loving individual. Stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego, or fears to run away with you. Ensure your choices are for the highest good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and encircling you in a cocoon of peace. If you have had troubles with a mother in your life, or are feeling disconnected from or grieving your own mother, Gaia helps revitalize that connection and will bring healing where it is possible. If you are a mother and are worrying about these duties, know that Gaia is thanking you for your hard work and commitment. The Earth is blessed to have you. Yes. You are needed. There is so much value in you, and you are so worthy. Have no doubt that your manifestations will come true. One thing that really is striking me right now is the Earth is a conscious, sentient being. She is the mother. They say if you go into space that the spheres literally sing. They make music. And Gaia, or Mother Earth, has been very sad these past couple hundreds of years for what humans have done to her. And when we go on a hike, or we go on a bike ride, or even a walk down the street, touch a tree, say a prayer, watch the birds, right? Be mindful of every moment in nature because it's a moment of growth. And Gaia supports you. The Great Mother supports humanity, and she believes that humanity can change and humanity will save her. And we all need to step into that role of protecting the planet better, because I feel her sadness right now. And that is one thing, if you can, include in your full moon manifestations. Also, better treatment of the Earth, because she is sentient and conscious. And she represents the mother in us all, and she represents the mother for us all. Okay, So next from Cahill Gibran's The Prophet, we have number 22, exalt your reason to the height of passion. Okay, you guys are gonna get my transcendentalism lecture now. You will never succeed or be the best at what you're doing if you don't love it. That thing that lights your fire, that spark in your heart, whatever that thing that lights you up, that's what you need to be chasing. That's what's going to bring you happiness, and that's what you're going to be the best at. Okay? And then from Starry Beginnings deck, we have, oh, I kid you not, you guys, OMG, 2222. We have 22 right here, 22 right here. So 22 and 22. So that's angel number 222. And it says, time to do it differently. Go beyond what you have done before. Yeah. Know that those life lessons, those really hard ones that you've been through, they were all for a reason, so that we could continue on doing things differently. If you go back and keep repeating the same mistakes, that's the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. It's time to do it differently, Spirit is saying. Right? New year. Okay, you guys don't want me to say that. I heard it wasn't hip anymore. New year, new you. I heard that was out. Yeah, and if one of you guys will please, I tried to find my phone to Google what 222 was for, and I realized I was filming with my phone, so that won't work. But what do you guys look up what 222 is for and post it for the group so we can know what this message is for us. Okay, I have 2 spirit messages for you from Gabrielle Bernstein. And you guys, for the Gabrielle Bernstein decks, I have 3 of them all put together in what I call the mega deck. Okay, and so I'm guessing there's maybe 200 cards in there. And these cards are so similar, I was kind of in disbelief that they both came out. First, we have hope is the conduit for miracles. Never lose hope. And I know that's speaking to a few of you very specifically, but it's for the collective as well. Hold on to hope for so many things, for the planet, for your manifestations, for your relationship spirit. It's the conduit for miracles. And then we have, I create mindful moments throughout the day, reminding myself that I am love and miracles are natural. Okay, what's going on here? We have the word miracles twice. You guys have a miracle coming for you. This is not an accident. I pull my cards at random. I shuffle shotgun style. All I can say is this manifestation you're working on is so beautiful, and I see it succeeding, and it almost being like a miracle lighting up your life. Okay, so I have 2 tarot cards left to represent what needs to be done in the near future to help your manifestations along. And I pulled the 6 of Cups, which did come out earlier, the 6 of Cups, and the Ace of Swords. Okay, for a very select few of you, this might mean another child coming into the family, but for the majority of the collective, this means to leave the past in the past. Move forward with a clean slate. Don't bring that baggage from yesterday. Manifest with a clear and loving heart. And I would say that's the biggest takeaway from this reading tonight, is to believe in miracles and love, and to understand that we all have access to these things. They're not limited to a few special people. We all have access to love and miracles and our self-worth. It's a matter of trusting and having faith and hope that your spirit guides will see you through. The universe will not let you down. And know that if something is written off as a failure, it wasn't in alignment for you anyways, because nothing in this universe that is meant for you will pass you by. And on that note, I'm going to wrap this up. Happy manifesting on the new moon. Sending you loads of love and light. Namaste.